Appreciate that because I was straight up about to get into the what up. We back for another week of the Rick and Jordy podcast. I'm one half of your host, Jordy.
And I'm the other half of your host, Rick. What's good, y'all?
What's popping? Hey, back downstairs.
Hey.
No more of that lagging stuff.
No more robot voice.
Yeah, man. All right.
That.
Okay.
Hey, it was just for a couple seconds. It wasn't all bad.
Nah, it was like the whole episode. It was what?
Yeah.
Bro, that was tough.
Some points like that. But it was good though. It was cool.
What's up this week, man?
Man, what happened this week? Not a whole lot, bro. Just another week of work. This weekend kind of took it easy. Just chilled. I went to my first seafood boil here in Denver. It was straight. It could have used a little bit more seasoning and flavor, but the spice was there, so that got me through it.
How is seafood out there? Because it's not a coast.
Yeah, it's not a coast. So, I mean, you can go to the upscale spots, obviously, and pay premium dollar for decent seafood and all that. But I'm not 100% sure because since it's not a coast, I'm not checking for it, to be honest. And you already know I'm allergic to. Well, you probably forgot, but I'm allergic to fish.
No, that's right. I remember that.
And so I can eat shellfish and stuff like that, but it's not what I'm checking for, honestly.
So, question, like your allergy to fish, though, is it just like if you eat it, it's not like the smell, like you know how people get with peanuts, like if they can smell it, it can make them. It's not like that, is it?
It's not quite, but there was one incident. I think the homie Alan might remember this, but it was in high school. So I went over to a homie's house. His pops was frying fish, and it was just permeating the air. Yeah. So you know, like the steam and stuff, smoke, whatever. But I caught an allergic reaction off that. So when it was being cooked and I was like in the thick of it, I did catch an allergic reaction off of that. So. And I didn't eat it. It was just being cooked around me.
Dang. So are you like you swell up, or is it just like you get hives?
Yeah. No, I get the asphyxiation, same as people with peanut allergies.
Yeah.
Kind of the swelling up, my throat swell up, my tongue swell. Yeah, my eyes itch. I'm sure I get hives, but I'm too worried about my throat and tongue swelling to notice that. But yeah, so that's what happened.
See, you know me, you know I wanna find a way to laugh, but I can't because that you can almost because you can die from that. So that's why it's like I laugh at it. I laugh at everything, bro. Like I laugh at everything, but like when people almost die, I can't laugh at that because it's like
I appreciate it because I knew I thought he's gonna make a joke about it or something.
No, because like I make the joke. I used to make the joke about the asthma, but I never felt like you were gonna die from that because it never seemed like your asthma was like,
it's
that extreme,
serious. Yeah, exactly.
But like not like that because that you can die from it. So that's not funny to me.
Yeah, that's what's wild about it, I guess. I mean, bro, I just stayed away from fish my whole life. Like after I had my first encounter, my allergic encounter, I was at a wedding. So I was ring bearer at a wedding.
Ring boy.
Yeah, ring boy, the ring bearer at a wedding. And I was young, but I just remember that experience, being the ring bearer and then being in the bathroom with my mother. And she's like, open your mouth. She's like holding my mouth open, looking at my tongue. She's like, you're allergic to something. You're allergic to that fish. And that was, bro, I was so young, man. I had to be in like 3 or 4.
That's how you find out?
Yeah, that's how I found out. And then later on in my preteen years, or when I was probably around 10 or something like that, I got the allergy test where they prick your back, do the pricks, and test you for a whole bunch of stuff. and I was basically allergic to everything. Low key, I was basically allergic to everything on that fucking chart. But the fish, the fish caused the biggest. It caused a huge swell up on my back, and that shit itched like a mug. But yeah, that's how they confirmed.
Dog, man. Hey, you make your genetics sound like you just everything went wrong.
It seemed like it did. I was maybe because it was the first child. Like I came out with all the illnesses and whatnot. My brother was perfectly fine. I got the crap lungs. I got the shitty eyes. I'm allergic to everything.
All right. So you can't make jokes. All right, look. I don't want to laugh at your conditions like that, but like that, man, dog. If you laughing, I'm laughing.
It's the reality is what it is.
Yeah.
Bro, but I remember I used to be able to eat fish sticks. That was the closest thing to fish that I was able to eat.
That ain't real fish.
I know, but at one point I started having reactions to that. So I stopped eating that too. So I tried catfish maybe when I was in middle school, knowing I would have a reaction. I was supposed to be carrying an EpiPen, my whole life, but nobody got time for that.
You had an EpiPen,
inhaler.
Bro, you needed a
nasal spray.
You had nasal spray too?
I had nasal spray for allergies, bro. I had pills.
So you was
triple threat. Hey, you would think I'm amping up or something. Think I'm about to power up.
About to go crazy,
right? What's that? No, but
bro. Oh man, hey, you were. That is not real.
Yeah,
I don't think I knew anybody ever before you that had all that.
Yep.
Hey man,
I mean, what?
It's a blessing that you're in like good health. Like
that's how I feel too. That's how I feel honestly, because I'm just like all this, these ailments or conditions that I have, and I'm still in pretty good health.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm able to do everything that I want to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm thankful for that for real.
Yeah, bro. That's a blessing, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
Yep.
Because I was gonna ask you, like, so you said because you're allergic to a lot of things, but in particular, like fish, is that easy for you to what is the like level of you being able to stay away from that or fish products and stuff like that? Like, is that difficult or is like because you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
Fish is almost everywhere.
It's not really too difficult. If it looks like it got fish in it, I just stay away from it, or I ask if a person is there that I can ask. I think the biggest one is fish being fried in oil or something like that, and maybe like French fries being fried in the same oil. But a lot of places don't do that no more. Like they have separate oil for that. So I still ask, but yeah, I never encounter like, oh yeah, we fry fish in the same oil. So I'm glad I'm sure that would have a taste to it.
I'm glad you reminded me of that though, because when you get down here and we cooking at the house, that way we know.
Okay.
Like I'll be around because we do eat like every now and then we have like salmon or like we'll have like just a little, like swai or catfish or whatever that we fry up. So that's good. That's good that you reminded me of that because I do remember you telling me that, but I forgot to be honest. So I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'll make sure we don't do nothing like that here.
I had my friend try catfish not too long ago. They're from the East Coast, right?
Yeah.
They wasn't rocking with it. They wasn't rocking with the catfish.
Oh, out there?
No, I don't think they eat it out there like that.
Oh, they don't. You're saying in general?
In general, yeah. I was like, I told her to try. She asked about it. Me not being able to eat it, but in Omaha, Joe Tess and they have couple different catfish spots. And my family eat it and they enjoy it. So I was like, yeah, I just told her my experience of watching my family eat it when I was growing up. Like they thought it was a treat or whatever. But she tried it. She's like, this ain't it.
Dog. Yeah. And you know what? I think fish in general it can be a hit or miss for people.
Yeah.
I don't think that's something that's universal that everybody just enjoys it.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, there was a spot I used to love going to, Luffy's,
Yeah.
and getting they fish with
Mhm.
greens and some mac and cheese,
Yep.
bro. When I tell you it's a good time, it's a good time. And
That
then
sounds good. It sounds good to me. Shit.
tartar sauce
I wish I could
and
eat.
hot sauce. Put the hot sauce on there because they hot sauce was good, had good flavor to it, and then
Okay.
you dip that in some tartar sauce.
Harder.
Woo, bro. Can't eat it all the time because it's super greasy.
Mm-hmm.
Super greasy, and you eat
Yeah.
that all the time, bro. You're gonna be in some health issues, but
Yep.
it's
It'll reflect.
fire. They don't, yeah, and I don't even, I think at least the one that's by us is closed down.
They closed down?
The one that's close to us, and then the one that was back in Grandview, that one's gone too. So I don't know.
I thought they had open one in Omaha.
I'm not saying that all of them are closed. I just
Yeah,
know those
but
two are
I thought it
gone.
started in KC too. So
I thought it did. I don't know if that's true or not though, but I thought so too. That was the first place I've heard of it. Is Luffy's was in Kansas City, but it was fire.
yeah.
Fire. My favorite place to go to for some some fish, because you can get fish from other places, but not everywhere does it right now. I did like that. What was that place that we went
That
to
looked
that you
good.
showed us with
It looked
the
good.
shrimp?
Dang, I was just about to mention that.
Oh boys and stuff. That was up north. I think.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, that was fire.
Yeah. Yeah,
What
that
was that
went
called, bro?
crazy. I forgot. I just remember we was outside eating that mug in the parking lot that time. That mug was fire.
Here, I'm about to look it up.
You used to find all the spots.
Mudbug, Cajun
Mud
Po.
bug. There we go. Yep.
Oh,
That mug
yeah.
was fire. I ain't gonna
4.7
lie.
rating. Yep.
Yeah.
That was that. Yeah, I just hated it was so damn far.
Yeah.
But,
Not convenient.
yeah, at
Not
all.
convenient.
But it was fire every time.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
yeah.
Hey.
But,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I'm about to ask what's been up with you. That's
Oh man. I got some new specs, man.
I was gonna it was before we started recording. I'm glad I didn't say nothing. So you got some new specs. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got some new specs finally. Cause them things was sliding off my face bad. Like,
hey, that's yeah. The difference is night and day, ain't it? It's amazing.
it is. It feels great not having to do this all day. Cause
Yeah.
they already say you look nerdy with glasses, or I look nerdy with glasses.
Pushing them up.
Yeah, doing that,
I hated
bro.
doing that crap. Yeah, I would always try to, but no matter what, people know you push your glasses up.
There's no cool way to do it. Yeah, it's just it is what it is.
Yep.
And Mo, she always make fun of me. She, like if I put my head down or something like that, they just fall off my face. And remember I told you how it makes that sound when it hits something? It just like because it's the metal or whatever. Those little cheap frames, they just clink. So it's just like it sounds worse than what it really is. But
the little the minimal frames. I know.
Yeah. So now I ain't got to deal with that. So
yeah. How long did it take to get those?
I ordered them from I Buy Direct, so it was like a week maybe.
Okay, good to know.
Do you ever use them?
I'm about to see who I used last time.
Bro, it's super cheap.
I got some good glasses.
I didn't go for style.
Yeah, I didn't either. I went for workout glasses.
Yeah, because
I could be active in.
The most expensive thing is the frame. I mean, not the frame. The lenses, which is not that expensive. Like the frames, bro, was like $9, and then like the lenses was probably like 30 or something like that. But
yeah, okay.
Outside that, like, bro, I bought 2 pairs of glasses and paid $55.
Yeah, that was about the same.
Yeah,
I paid about 40 for mine. I got them at Easy Contacts.
East Contacts.
Easy, Easy Contacts. What was your shit called?
I buy direct.
All right. So EYE,
Yep.
not a plug-in eyewear sites.
Bro, yeah, it might be nerdy, but this is actually for those of y'all that wear glasses, y'all know that this is valuable information because, bro, frames can be expensive, bro. Like when you go to if you go to the store, or your doctor's office or whatever,
yeah,
it's like $100 for some frames. I'm like, dog, I'm not paying $100 for frames. You out your mind?
I got these from the eye doctor. I got this pair, and then I was like, I want those, but I'm gonna look online, and I was like, the price difference was crazy. So
you said it's called Easy.
Yeah, Easy Contacts.
Like Easy.
Yeah, the letter E, the letter Z.
Okay, contacts.com.
Yeah, and then it took month and a half, mate. I don't want to say 2 months. It took at least a month to get them though. That was the part I did not like. But when they came, that was what I wanted. What I ordered. So it told you, did you have to measure your eye? Yeah,
I didn't even measure it though. I just whatever was already in there, like the normal one, it was like 63 or something like that. I just took that and it worked out.
Okay. So,
yeah, I just put in my prescription and it took about a week, maybe max 2. I don't even think it took 2 weeks. I feel like it was a week and a half because they came in just the other day, but I ordered them like last week or something like that. Or about a week and a half, something like that. It didn't take too long.
Well, when I got mine, I had my prescription was about 5 years old.
Mine is too.
About 4 years. So you got a new prescription though, right? Oh, you need a new prescription.
I need to go get a new prescription.
Yeah,
but I mean, to my knowledge, it hasn't changed much because I can see perfectly fine.
You can see the same. Yeah, that's what's up. Mine changed a good amount, and I was like, I know, like, yeah, it changed. So when I got my new pair, I was like, 2020, baby. I was like, seeing in HD again, 1080p.
Yeah, I definitely need to go and get it updated. I'm sure it's changed, but visibly, like for me, it doesn't. There's nothing noticeable for me. You know what I mean? But maybe it's because I just been looking through these type of lenses the whole time. So, maybe I just adjust it.
I noticed the letters and stuff. They started getting fuzzy after a while. I couldn't read the same distances and all that. So,
nah, I can still read
it. Yeah.
Hey, you know what I wanted to ask you about?
No.
How you feel about this? J. Cole.
Oh, J. Cole,
and then apologizing.
PAB.
I got you. I played it in my head. It was
I didn't even know he apologized until someone told me, and then I looked it up. I still haven't looked into it, but I know he apologized.
Yeah.
It's like, what why? It's out there already. It's forever internalized in digital media. What's there to apologize for?
That's what I said. Because here's the thing. Look, there's people online saying, "Oh, you guys are just not operating on a high frequency like J. Cole. He understands that he doesn't operate that way anymore, and he's a peaceful person." Here's the thing: if you were truly that person, why did you respond? Because Drake still hasn't said a word.
Right. Right.
So if that was really your stance and you're really operating at this type of high frequency, as people like to say, the first thing he should have said was, "Hey, I ain't into all that. Whatever is going on with you, peace to you. You know, whatever it is, do your thing then. Don't come and make a 7-minute diss track, then drop an album, and then 2 days later say, you know what, I was tripping, right?"
I was tripping. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to release these tracks and all that. I didn't mean to go in the studio record them.
Yeah. It's like, bro, at this point, like you said, it's already out there. We didn't heard it.
Yeah.
It ain't no apologizing now. This is my theory, right? On why he apologized. And this is the part that I haven't heard anybody say yet. I think Kendrick Lamar, being where he's from and who he is, there was a phone call made to either J. Cole and his camp in regards to his diss track, and he got a little intimidated and
Mm,
said, "You know what? You're right." Here's why I say that. Because I remember listening, I'm a Big Sean fan, huge Big Sean fan.
okay.
And I remember listening to one of his songs. mm, I can't remember what song it was, but I remember listening to one of his songs. And in the song, he said, "After what happened to Nipsey, I reached out to Kendrick." Because you remember the whole control verse thing, and then for a while, like they wasn't cool and they wasn't talking, but it wasn't no real like issue.
Yeah.
It was just, like he said in the song, it was just egos.
Uh-huh.
And I think like when then like I said, when that thing happened with Nipsey, I think Big Sean I think he lives in LA, knowing that, hey, that's we gotta talk, you know what I'm saying, and make sure there's
Yeah.
no friction, because it just kind of lets you know that it can get really ugly really fast. You know what I mean? And granted, Nipsey's situation was not a rap beef or nothing like that, but I think it's an eye opener that life is short, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And that's why I think knowing that Kendrick kind of has that um
I see. I
vibe,
get what you're saying. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like there's people I don't think I want to say this. I don't believe Kendrick is calling people and saying, "Hey, go handle this."
No,
I don't
no,
think he's
not
doing
at
that.
all.
I think that there are people that are just like in anything else. Like when you grow up with people and you're not the guy that's into all that, but maybe there's people that are and they're really looking
Mhm.
out for you. They might take it upon themselves that, hey, I don't like what you said about my homeboy.
Yep.
And there's people
Yep.
out there that are really about that, you know.
Yeah, no, that's I ain't heard nobody say that about it. And like I said, I ain't looked into it, but I think that's a great ass point.
Yeah. That's
But
that's
just
just
because,
that's just my thoughts on it.
yeah, because I mean, ain't that what everybody says when you go out there? I mean, I've never been California or whatever, but it's just you move different, you move cautious out there, and
Hmm.
then why put a like J. Cole dropping that
Target.
track could possibly put a target on his back,
Hmm.
and like you said, not even necessarily from Kendrick, but somebody that just feels like okay, we West Coast or
Hmm.
whatever, feels some type of tie to him.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah,
We saw it.
that's a point. That's a
We
great
saw it with Tupac and Biggie, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And
yeah,
it was just a whole thing, like, their beef, and they both of them had said it even back then that the beef was not, as deep as people made it out to be.
yeah. The beef
Tupac
got
came out and
bigger
said
than
it
now.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah. He
and
he he he
okay.
came out and said it. He was like, "I felt like he just disrespected me. I didn't like that, and I was
Mhm.
just trying to put him back in place." But it wasn't like this hatred. Like they were close and they were,
Yeah,
actual
yeah,
friends.
yep,
They just had a disagreement, and it sometimes people take things upon themselves to make it out to be like, "Oh no, we don't like them because of this." And like you said, it could very well be like, J. Cole's from the East.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Yeah,
There's a very, there's this thin line where it's like, all right, now you're turning this into a
hmm
war, especially with social media now.
yeah, yep.
Everything gets
It's so
pumped up.
easy, so easy to get pumped
Mhm.
up. Yeah. Like people,
And
yeah, people talk about it's just the top rappers. I see what you're saying, but some
yeah,
people like,
but people that ain't rapping, this
yeah,
ain't just rap to them though. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
It's
right.
it's we see it in everything, and like even in sports, right? Uh, I don't remember. Did you watch the Colorado State football game?
Colorado State.
Yeah.
I watched some of it. Yeah.
Okay. So this kid put a hit on Travis Hunter. Like he hit him
Oh
after
yeah,
the
yeah.
play. That
hmm
kid was getting death threats after that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
I remember
saying? Like
that.
it's never that deep. Now was it a dirty play? Yes, but it's never deep because it's a sport. But people were
Facts.
putting death threats on him. Now, would somebody that actually did something? Who knows? But you
Who
don't want to
knows
play with
what?
that. And
hmm
music is even closer to that because a lot of the people that are making the music are either from or connected into these
The environment,
yeah,
or
these environments. Yeah,
yeah,
so it's a little more personal because some of these are they're homeboys, like legit, like, hey, you just spoke on somebody I grew up with, you
yep.
know, so I'm a do the only thing I know to do, to protect him because I don't rap.
Yeah.
So I ain't about to make no diss track. I'm gonna put hands on you. Yeah. So
yeah.
that's what I think happened. I think there was some conversations to be had because it happened so quick. It was 2 days. And
Yeah.
I just think that there was a conversation. It was like, hey,
Hey, that was you're not Drake.
yeah,
That was a little too harsh, huh?
yeah,
Like you took those jabs hurt a little too much.
exactly. And that's part of the reason why I think Drake never says anything to Kendrick when Kendrick says something, because Kendrick's spoken of him a lot.
A lot.
Drake won't even utter his name.
Yeah.
He mentioned him in a song one time on a DJ Khaled song. I'm like your boy from Compton. See, he would not say his name.
Yeah, he did.
And then he referenced one of his songs. He was like, this ain't free.
Free. Yep.
And I'm like, boy, he would not speak his name. That Kendrick is the boogeyman.
That's a fact.
He is the boogeyman.
Damn. And I was like, I was enjoying J. Cole's stuff too, because it was like he was kind of coming from the more personal take on it. He kind of got his thoughts, talking about older albums and not feeling it, even though they doing really well, kind of being jealous or whatever. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It was kind of cool, but
it would have been good for hip hop if they could have just did that. But if it only stayed hip hop, I think we would have got some great songs. But also too, it's weird because I thought they were supposed to be coming out with like a collab album or something.
No, well, that's been forever. That's been since.
Yeah, it's been years.
We young us. Yeah, that's been since that freshman cover around that time.
Well, I mean, even after that, I thought they were talking about that. Like this was like more like 3 or 4 years ago. I
thought. Yeah, they were talking about it, but they were just being featured on each other's tracks at that point. Nah, there ain't no album coming out.
Man, they need to make one, man. I think it'll be fun. I think that'll be fun.
Maybe that's what this is for, this beef. Maybe it's the rollout to a collab. It's like okay. That'd be kind of crazy.
That's a point. That's valid. Because that'd be really good marketing.
Right. Yeah. It'd be great marketing.
Because you can get people like, all right, you basically taking a moment from people like, man, we want to hear y'all go back and forth and then come out like, hey, we squashed it and now we're going to give y'all this project.
That'd be nuts.
Yeah. I'll listen.
I would too. Yeah. Yeah. I will listen in anticipation.
Yeah.
I'm excited to listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want Drake to say something though. He ain't biting, man. He ain't biting.
Maybe
he'll speak to anybody.
That's what I was thinking. Like anybody else, you can kind of take jabs at or a subliminal.
Meek Mill,
yeah.
Kodak. Who else he be going at? He be going at a lot of different people. I'm trying to think of some other memorable ones he's taking jabs at. But man, he just would never say anything about Kendrick. And I'm just like, man, he got you shook. Like he did say something about him at a concert, but he didn't say his name. I guess he went on like some type of rant. I watched it. Yeah, he went on some type of rant about like nobody's messing with me and blah blah blah. I was just like, bro,
all right.
Yeah, like he got you and your feelings for real because he made you take the time out of your show to talk about how great you are to try to up yourself. We don't care about none of that, buddy. Yeah. Just make a track back.
Music. It's music.
It's like a boxer. Like you get into a fight with the boxers. They get into a fight and the boxer just beats them up, and then you get in a press conference talking about ain't nobody better than me. It was just like, nah, bro. We saw you lose. Go fight him again. Go fight him. Rematch him.
Yeah. Show us. Prove. Yeah. Show and prove.
Because he beat you up, bro. He beat you up.
Nah, they ain't never gonna happen.
Nah, not. because most of his energy was directed towards Drake in that song. I mean, he pointed a lot of stuff at Drake. He didn't spend too much time on J. Cole.
Yeah. Yep. Well, he did say fuck the big three.
Yeah, it's just Big Me, but
fuck. Fuck.
Yeah. But I mean, that was pretty much it towards J. Cole. Well,
that is.
Well, he did say first person shooter. Hope
Yeah.
it came with 3 switches. But then he said, for all your dogs getting buried, you're gonna see Pet Cemetery.
He did. Who, Kendrick said that?
Yeah, at the very end.
Yeah. Okay. Well, well, that fucking that was to the that Drake and J. Cole track, wasn't it?
No, For All Your Dogs is Drake's album.
Oh, it's Drake's album? I was thinking of that,
For All My Dogs.
Yeah, I was thinking of that music video.
That was first person shooter, yeah.
That was first person shooter.
Yeah,
okay.
First person shooter.
Yeah, yeah.
They came with 3 switches, something like that. Yeah, that was to that. But that was also the big 3 came from that song too.
Came from that.
When he was like, "It's the big 3." It was like, "Who's the?" Something, I forgot the line, but yeah.
Got you. That tells you I don't check for Drake too much.
Yeah, so because somebody did a breakdown and then he said something about he says a lot of goofies with a check, and I guess Drake's with Nike.
Okay.
And so they were breaking it down. It was like, this is actually a 3-part diss because it's like Drake's with Nike, and he's also speaking to a lot of the people that are verified, like on social media, because you can buy that now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of goofies with a check, and he's saying there's a lot of goofy people with money. Like, so he's like, that's basically like 3 shots at Drake in that one line. I was like, all right, that might be a little bit of a stretch. The Nike one I can get.
Yeah, I can get.
Goofies with a check as far as money and social media. I mean, I get it, but it probably wasn't too much.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you said, stretch.
Yeah, but yeah,
you have to hear it from his mouth.
Yeah, I had to go back and like look at the lyrics actually and see, because he probably had a lot of stuff in there that he was saying.
You had to. It'd be a good little science or not science project, English project.
Yeah.
Break
them down. That's fun. That's fun. He needs to respond.
Some rhetoric. No,
Drake, if you ever watch, man, hey, just come back with a track, man. Let's
one at least. Just one.
Just say something back.
Just you could
fight back.
Fight back. Yeah. Fight back. Fight back. Don't let him punch you.
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
But yeah, I thought it was going to last longer. I wish it. Maybe it will. Maybe Kendrick could be like, "Fuck that apology."
Yeah, man. You never know with him. He probably could. He probably would come back and say something like that, or he might not say nothing at all. He might go back into hibernation, but he always pops out and says something wild, and then he just dips out.
Yeah.
He be gone. Then he drops the album. 10 years later.
So,
yeah, that's cool.
We'll be waiting.
We will be. Hey, so I sent you earlier because I watched the video of the guy Saint Germain.
Okay.
There was no transition there. I just wanted to get right into it because when I was watching it before I sent it to you, I was watching it, and basically the guy, it sounds like he's like an immortal or something like that. But I had some questions. Like it was intriguing because it just kind of came across my page, and so I was like, man, I really want to talk about that because we kind of talked about like just different things on here, and about just technology and how humans process things to an extent, right? Or how we envision things, or how we are create things. And so I'll just give a backstory, right? All right. So for those of y'all listening, I sent Rick a video. We were talking about it. It was about this guy named Saint Germain. Saint Germain is a guy that has supposedly appeared throughout history, from dating as far back as Jesus to the 1700s, like with the kings of England and all that other stuff or whatever, or France or wherever he was at. And he would always look the exact same. So
Mhm.
kind of the piggy, it's kind of a segue from the Kendrick thing, because he pops in at random moments and shoots his shots. This is kind of like that. Like, this is kind of how he was. Like,
Yeah.
he's not consistently seen throughout history, but he pops up throughout history and it's
Yep.
the exact same person. Like, everybody always pictures him the same way, and they say he's always 45 years old, or
Mhm.
never older or younger. Uh And so what I wanted to ask you is, first, before we even get more into what was going on in the video and stuff like that, what are your initial thoughts? Because I have some thoughts about them, but I want to hear yours.
Um, my initial thoughts are, I mean, I thought it was interesting because I've seen in movies like, there'll be a scene where someone's in pictures from different centuries and it'll be the same person in the
Mhm,
picture, kind of posing the same, looking the exact same.
mhm.
So I was like, maybe that's where like that idea came from.
Yeah,
When I see it in movies and stuff. So I was like, okay, that's cool. Um, but I really didn't. I can't say I had too much thought about or too much thoughts on it. I was thinking maybe it's more or less of a doppelganger, the doppelganger effect where,
mhm.
there's people. I mean, there's only so many variations of a face
Right.
um, that there can be. So maybe it was something along those lines of, people just the random stories connecting and be like, okay, this is Saint Germain. We've seen him throughout history.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what was your thought on it though?
All right. So mine is a little. It's pretty
I
much
know.
the same as yours. It's
Okay.
related to yours, but a little more elaborate,
Yeah.
and a little more far fetched. But it's really the only thing that I could wrap my brain around is that. And I only believe this because I'll get to why I believe this in a minute. I believe that this is some elaborate scheme, right? These are like relatives or friends or people that look similar, right? And it's almost like a passing of the torch. So like there's a guy that is Saint Germain, and he's like, all right, let me get a mentee, or a protege, right?
Mm,
All right, this is what I know. I'm gonna pass on to you the knowledge of what I have, right? So boom, boom, boom. We know you can write it down in the book or whatever the case may be, whatever they do. All right. When you hit this age, I'm stepping out. You're gonna step in and take this. You're gonna do this. So it's gonna be somebody that looks similar. We're gonna get you to, talk, look, and you're gonna have this knowledge. So like, and then you would just keep passing this information on, right?
right.
And you move to a different city or a different country or whatever the case may be throughout history. You just move, and so that way you would know different languages, because you would have your own home language first, your natural language, and then you would have the language whatever is being taught to you. So like, just like you would go to school, right? So this might be
Yeah.
some little, some orphan kid, right, that just gets scooped up and like, hey, and then you pass on your money. You just keep passing on like an inheritance, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
boom. You know what I'm saying? I think it was some form of that. I don't know how, but I feel like there was like some type of web of people that were becoming connected and taking on this identity and just keep going.
Of Germain, Saint Germain.
Yeah, like, hey, you
Yeah.
were Saint, because nobody knew his real name. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
it was just he was Saint Germain. That was it, or
And
that's where he was
then,
from or something, whatever it was.
yeah.
But that's what he was known
I
as.
mean, excuse me. He knew what, like 7 languages? I
Yeah,
think something
they
like that.
7 or more, because they said
Yeah,
he can speak a lot of languages, and some of them it was just like conversational, but he was fluent in many.
it was fluent. Yeah.
He knew all kind of
That's
science and stuff,
interesting.
and
Yeah, he knew about new science. Yeah, alchemy, stuff like
yeah,
that. Um, that's
they
interesting.
they
That
talked
yeah,
about
yeah.
they talked about time travel, and Um, and I don't think that's far fetched, but I just, I'd be curious.
They
I
talk
don't know,
about
like, yeah,
huh?
I think in there they talked about time, or maybe I was looking at something else, but they were. I feel like there was like, maybe it was just like a speculation. They were speculating that he could have been like a time traveler or something like that. But,
Oh yes, 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 yes. I remember that.
uh, um, but I don't know. Like, I mean, I guess there's no solid thing. Like, I wouldn't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like when I remember looking him up, I don't think there was like a death date for him or anything. You
Yeah.
know?
Okay.
So, if there wasn't a death date, I mean, I guess, theoretically, he could be a time traveler, um, because, I mean, if he's going to the past, you wouldn't know of him dying, and he can go to the past, and it can all be for him, it could just be a week. So, he'd be 45, but it'd be a bunch of different years, and he's learning all this information about people, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You think he would be able to learn enough within the week of being there?
I mean,
He could have
I
been.
don't
They
know.
said was did they say he was genius?
Yeah, okay, so okay, here. I was watching this movie called The Time Changer. I didn't finish it, but,
Mhm.
basically this guy was writing he was an author, he was writing a book. Long story short, he was writing a book, and, he, he it wouldn't get approved by everybody on the board because there was one guy that said, "No, this is gonna change history." He was writing a book for it was a Christian movie, so he was writing a book for, like, um for Christians or whatever, but it didn't include the teachings of Jesus. It just taught how people were supposed to be good people, right? And so the guy was telling them, he's like, I can't approve this because you're taking Jesus out of these books and it's gonna change the way the world perceives, being good or whatever the case may be. And so he told him that he had a time machine. Basically, he told him to come to his house and he had a time machine that he was gonna send him in. He said, um, in there, you're gonna be gone for like a week, but it'll be only be 1 day here.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm getting at, is that the maybe the time could be different. So a week in his time, he could be spending, I don't know, if he's time traveling, maybe he's spending a month in one
Yeah, I get what you're
location.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's only like 2 days back here or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's picking up a lot of information in just a short amount of time in
short
his
amount of
real
time.
time. Yeah.
So
So
it's kinda like a warp as well.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
that's
realistically, if you time traveling, you can't be gone for a month
in
here
real
and
time.
there. Yeah,
Yeah,
because then eventually you're gonna be considered missing, and you can't just come back. That's one problem. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So theoretically, it would have to work in some type of way where time is either slower or faster in one of the places. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm not that smart to actually figure that out though. So
fast. I think, yeah, me neither. Yeah, yeah, me neither. But, so regardless to so if it's not time travel, then
mhm.
you say is the family or a web of people, you know, portraying this character of
Mhm.
Saint Germain. I think that's kind of that's feasible. I didn't think of it like that. I just thought it was like I said, the doppelgangers in,
Mhm.
but I guess if it's doppelgangers, that means everyone would have to know the same information though. So
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, that's why I say it's related to your point because
yeah,
I think it would just be that somehow they would be connected. You know what I'm saying?
right,
It would
right,
just because they would have to, like you said, they would have to have that information,
right, right. Yeah.
in order to keep it going.
Yep, yep. So, all right. So, in all this time, then they started learning tricks and other stuff. So,
Mhm.
like you said, they started learning about alchemy. I guess learning about metals.
Yeah,
What were they able to do? One of
change
the
lead to
stories
gold,
changed lead to gold. Yep.
philosopher's stone.
Um, Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah, the
Uh,
secrets of the philosopher's stone was how to
y-
transmute different metals or whatever, or minerals into
Minerals, yeah. So
whatever it is. So,
a little
yeah.
bit of magic.
And and to be completely honest, you wouldn't have to know all the tricks. You would only need to know what's applicable to the location you're in. So if I'm in Spain, I wouldn't need to know how to speak French per se. If there's somebody there that speaks French and they know the tale of Saint Germain to be able to speak French as well, and he was there, I just need to be able to be conversational,
right.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm in Spain, so the home language is Spanish. So if I was already fluent in Spanish anyway, I can just say I know all these other languages. I never have to actually speak them. Plus, in that time period, if I don't know, I guess I wouldn't really know, but if if in that time period and I know Mandarin and there's nobody there to confirm that this is correct, I can just say whatever I want to say.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and they'd be like, "Oh man, no, hey, he was speaking a language I don't know what that was. He called it Mandarin or something like that." You know,
Clearly he speaks other languages.
yeah, clearly he's just this genius. And if he was already, if whoever that person was already in tune with science anyway, it wouldn't have been something that's like, oh, this is ancient knowledge. This was like, man, this dude was just really a smart scientist already, and he's just taking on this character because this is what this area believes in or needs. You know what I mean?
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, yeah.
Just like if he goes somewhere else and he becomes a baker and he's like, oh man, he's the greatest baker ever.
And then he knows
Yeah.
all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. The biggest one, okay. I get the biggest story I remember from the video was of a lady seeing him
Hmm.
um at one point in time and then seeing him later,
Wow.
like I don't know how many years later, but later in her life she saw him
50,
again. 50,
50
was it
years
50?
later. Yep. Because
Okay.
I remember that story now. Yep. Because uh she said she met him and he was about 45 years old or something like that.
Right, right.
And she said she saw him 50 years later at something else and was like, basically saying he didn't age a bit or whatever. And, they had a
Yeah.
conversation about that. So
Yep, yep. His conversation was like, he said he was old. I
yeah.
remember that much. He did claim that he was old.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, that second video, it had a point about that.
What'd they say?
They said in the second video, they just basically called the old lady senile. They
Oh,
basically said, yeah, it was like it's probably a crazy woman. She thought she saw someone, thought she saw him again at a different point in her life. So that's all they wrote it off to. Be
man, nah,
honest.
let's entertain that. Because
Yeah,
um, one thing that I know or my experience is with older folks, they don't be forgetting faces like that. They might
that's
forget
true.
names. They
They
don't
could
be
forget.
forgetting faces like that.
Mhm. Mhm.
Uh, because I don't know.
I don't know. That's
My my
facts.
my
That's
my
fact.
my my wife's grandmother, I think she's 80, right?
Mhm.
She's
Mhm.
80 years old. She told us a story about a lady that she met. She didn't have her name. Oh, no, no, no. I think she had her name. She actually had her name too. A lady that she met in New York on a subway like 40 years ago because I think the lady lost her wallet or something. And she knew her name because she saw the driver's license. She told us the lady's
Okay.
name. She told us that she was wearing a blue cardigan with this. She gave us the full description of this lady. This is 40 years ago,
Yeah, yeah.
and she's 80. So, and that's why I'm saying, like, I'm not on to pass it off as just the old lady is crazy because old folks. I don't know, excuse me. I don't want to say old folks. Older people don't just be, I don't know, they don't be forgetting things that's like, especially like that.
Right, right.
They might forget like little things day to day, but stuff like that stands out. Like if
It
she knew she saw this person before,
Yeah, and isn't it more like the shorter term memory goes and the
that's
longer
usually
term
what it
stay?
is.
Yeah, yeah.
That's usually
So,
what it is. Cause
mhm,
my grandmother, she has Alzheimer's. And so like when she when the last thing she remembers long term from me was that I was in college. So she always
Mm.
associates me with being in college. She knows who I am,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
she will ask me about college, you
Right.
know. And now not so much now, but early on she would. Now it's not
Yeah.
that way, but but yeah, before she
Yeah.
would. So
Yep.
like 5 years, I would have been out of college for like 5 years, and she would ask me like, "Oh, how's college?" I'm like, I graduated, grandma, doing good." She's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that's good, it's good." So
Yep. Yep.
yeah,
Yep. No,
but
yeah, that's fair. Cause yeah, my grandmother, yeah, she remembered. She definitely remembered my face. But it was like little things like I would talk about with her, and
yeah,
like I would just see her light up because she remember that like
yeah,
specifically. So if she was that, I get what you're saying. If that lady was that passionate about, like, oh, I seen
yeah,
you, I see, like, what are you doing here? Yeah,
yeah,
I can get behind that.
yeah,
Definitely. But yeah, they're like the yeah, the truthful video or whatever just called her, said it was the old lady was senile, and then the person that she was talking to just kind of went along with it
yeah,
just to appease her for the most part. So
yeah.
it
I ain't
wasn't it
buying it.
wasn't even not it wasn't even nothing deep. It was just some that was pretty weak, I would call it.
Yeah, man, that's a cop out. That's a cop
Yeah,
out, man.
for real.
Nah, that dude's immortal, bro. That dude's immortal, and that lady knows what she saw. She
Count
saw
Germain
she
even
saw that
wrote.
man, Saint
Yeah.
Germain. So that was the other point. They said he was an immortal.
Right, right. They said he was immortal. So basically a vampire.
Yeah,
Yeah, they call him a vampire. At one point, they thought about that.
yeah. Oh
There
man, I'm
wasn't.
trying to Count of Saint Germain. There we go. Yeah. See, don't even have a real name.
Yeah,
The
it's.
Count
I
of Saint
know.
Germain.
I know.
But so this is why, like, I mean, I ain't about to let that I ain't gonna let that slide for them to try to get a little escape, because if this person if actual people throughout history all say they've seen this man and nobody has said he has died and they don't have a death date for him, like, I'm looking them now. I'm trying to see.
The,
Oh, hold on. They do have a death date,
mhm,
I think. Let me see. In
they do.
1779, Saint Germain arrived in Altona, where
Next paragraph.
he made okay. The count died in his residence in the factory on the 27th of February, 1784, while the prince was standing cast on. The death was recorded in the register of the saint. Okay, okay. He was buried in the second cost of burial is listed. Okay, man. I don't know. I don't know.
Me neither.
I don't know, man.
He has some music come out.
He had music. He had literature. Yeah, because he was a composer too.
Yeah.
Oh, he got some slaps. He got like 4 albums on here, and it got a lot of songs. Then he got books and stuff. He knew science. He could speak different languages.
They said his gold was fake though, and all his precious stones.
They said it was fake.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, there was a story where he broke a diamond down and brought it back.
Yeah, brought it back pure.
Yeah. The king sold that mug for like
Yeah.
96, like 10,000.
They talked about that too. They said this man bought back a different diamond.
That's what I ain't gonna lie. That's what I thought too. I was like, bro, he disappeared with it. Nah,
Yeah.
hey, if
It-
if I give you
yeah.
if I give you my diamond, do it right here.
Yeah. It's so badly imperfect that it take a little extra time.
Yeah.
So that, yeah, they said he brought back a different diamond that was slightly bigger too.
That was the easiest finesse though, because it
Yeah.
was just like, bro, all right, I'm gonna take this. This is mine now.
Yep.
I In that time period, bro, ain't no telling he could have easily, yeah. That
Yeah.
that was an easy finesse. But the knowledge of all the other stuff is, I
Hmm.
think that would be harder, because that means you would have to remember these books that you've read, but you would have to add details that sound real, which you can do that. You can make because I mean, police do that, or interrogators do that.
Yeah.
In order to get people to confess,
Yep.
they'll add information to. Oh, so you on the night that you were at the store when it got robbed, you were wearing a brown sweater. No, I wasn't wearing a brown sweater. I was wearing a blue sweater. Oh, so you were there at the
Yeah.
store
In a blue sweater.
in the blue sweater. Okay, because that's what we saw.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Right.
So it's like you
Like,
can do stuff like that to make people believe, oh yeah, you know what? Shoot, I didn't say I was there. You did.
you didn't deny it.
Yeah, you didn't. Not you.
Yeah. You just told us what you was wearing. Why were you
Yeah,
there?
yeah. So it's like, I mean, you know, and that might have not been the best example, but it's like, you know, you can do stuff. You can talk to people in a way to make them believe something that didn't happen. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, we've seen that with the Mandela effect, clearly.
Yeah, the Mandela effect. People are just good with words, good with just convincing, conniving.
Because, bro, I can be like, nah, yeah, I was alive. I was alive when I hung out with Michael Jordan. I hung out with Michael Jordan back when he was in high school. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you don't, nah, but here's the thing. Look, I'm a time traveler. So I'm from that time period, really, but I found a time like and I can give you details too, because see, he got cut from the high school basketball team. It was me. I told him, I said, hey, let's get in the gym and we're gonna grind, and then you can, you know what I'm saying? But I remember I told my students this like one time, because we had this whole thing. It was like, I said Michael Jordan is not real. And so hold on, hear me out. Because we were having I forgot what the conversation was initially about.
Yeah.
But I said Michael Jordan is not real. He doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And they was like, no, he does, because he did this, and this. I said, okay. Have you ever met Michael Jordan? No, but I seen videos of him. Okay, well, we got AI and all this other stuff that's going on right now. So you think that those video footages are real? Do you know anybody that's met Michael Jordan? No, but all right. So how can you say he's real? You never met him.
Yeah.
He's like, no, but you can see pictures and videos. I'm like, yeah, I can show you pictures and videos of a lot of people that don't exist.
They couldn't fight back, huh?
No, but it was fun. They know I was playing, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, like,
the logic, it was just
it's just like, how can you prove or disprove something that you've never seen? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's really just like, you know, I don't know.
Bro, apparently I'm good at keeping a even tone voice when I'm talking completely bullshit and making it sound real.
For real?
So, yeah, I've been told. Yeah, like I'm just making crap up.
Try something.
No, I can't do it right now.
Why not?
Because we're not talking about anything in particular. I have to be in a zone. But yeah, so I don't know. People got different talents.
You can make anything true, man. You can make anything true. It just takes a little bit of naivety on the if I use that word correctly, on the person that's listening, and then it also takes some creativity on your side, and you have to have some truthful information, because otherwise it can fall apart. So you need a foundation.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You know, so like, oh, this person. So if you're trying to say something that's related to another person, you have to first establish that person existed by stating something that person already knows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. We've watched him play. He won 6 rings. We know that. Now I can start inserting things I can start taking things, but I have to tweak certain aspects, right? And as I start tweaking those aspects, then it can get a little more ridiculous. But you already believed all this other stuff because you knew the first thing I said was true.
It was true. Yeah. Yeah.
The things in the middle, I don't know, because I don't have the information. So I can't say it was false, but I know the first thing you said was true. So I'm just going to assume that you're telling me the truth. And then as I get further on this end, it's like, that seems far-fetched, but why would you lie to me about this? And you've been,
because they're able to tether.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just about establishing that first,
Like
though. So just
social engineering, bro.
yeah, man.
Yeah, it's
It's
part
kind
of
of
that
scary
too.
though.
It is very. That's how them hackers be.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah. So
we-
except the ones that be like princes and kings from
all from
other
yeah,
countries and stuff like that. That's crazy. Yeah,
royalty. Yeah, want to send you money and all that.
because
But
I'd be like, you email them like, how'd you get my email?
yeah.
You email me out of all people, bro.
Yeah, where'd you find me at?
I'm struggling too. Shoot, send me money.
Include me in on this.
Right.
I was going to ask, have you ever? It's not really the same as a Saint Germain or whatever, but have you
Mhm.
ever seen someone at one place and then seen them like not within the same city, like just like not with even in the same state? Just randomly ran into them elsewhere in the country.
Oh, you mean like okay, yeah, you met somebody
Yeah.
one place, but then you see them
Yeah.
somewhere else completely different.
Mhm.
I don't know that I have. I don't know that I have.
Yeah, that's kind of wild, but I don't think I have either to that necessary degree, but like I remember being a kid, dude that lived on the other block, my friend that lived on the other block, like
Mhm,
we were cool. What happened? I was down at Worlds of Fun,
mhm,
and then we were walking around Worlds of Fun, and then he just happened to be there at Worlds of Fun as well.
mm.
So it was like I seen him, like I know him from Omaha, but just running into him in a completely different place randomly. And it was
I
kind of
did.
like, yeah, explain.
I did. In college, um, freshman year when we used to play ball at state gym.
Yeah.
So there was a guy that I played basketball against. He went to a different high school out here in Kansas City, and we played ball together growing up um, against each other a lot. But we didn't like talk or hang out or nothing like that. We just knew
Yeah.
each other on basketball. But randomly, he was at state gym playing basketball. He didn't go to school with us. He went to school somewhere in Iowa, play basketball, but it wasn't in Ames. It was like
Okay.
somewhere a little further away. But he was just randomly at the gym. We was playing. I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like, "What's up, bro?"
Wow, what the
So
heck? Yeah. Yeah. So
and awkwardly enough, that was the first time we actually been on the same team was in Iowa
at State Gym.
at state gym.
Yeah.
Just random occurrence on I think it was like a Friday or a Saturday. It was that time we was almost about to get into that fight with all them people, me and
Mhm.
Anton, and
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. I got
it was that same time.
got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That that's not necessarily the same as
No,
Saint Germain, obviously, but
no,
that's
it's not.
my closest story, I guess.
Yeah.
Shit.
But yeah, running into someone at Worlds of Fun is pretty crazy too, though, because Worlds of
Yeah.
Fun is a large place where it's like, I mean, yeah, anybody could be there, but it's large enough that
That
really
you
you might
not
not run
gonna.
into the people that you see in the city.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So
So, yeah.
yeah, that was wild. But
What? So, all right, let's do this. Let's do this I'm actually curious, right? So there's three different things, but one of them is a little too far fetched, which is the web of people, which that's what I think, but it's a little far fetched. Let's
yeah,
do the two things that are actually, I mean, they're not. I don't know. We don't know them to be true, but let's do this: the immortality and the time travel. Right? Let's take these two. Right? You're a time traveler. All right, let's start there. As a time traveler, you get three places that you can go to. All
hmm
right, before your machine breaks down. You can
hmm
stay in each place. Let's say you can stay in each place for 3 months.
okay,
That's one season, right? Yeah,
yeah,
that's one season. You can stay in each place for 3 months. What are your three places? And why are those three places your place? Like, what are you going to do there?
yeah. Um, I guess first place would be uh
I need time period and I need the place too, though.
Yeah. First
Gotcha.
place will be wherever human life was. So, would this be Garden of Adam and Eve? Uh,
Yeah.
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 So I not no not no wild sense, but yeah, the
No.
conception of human
Mhm.
to be there, just learn about it. Just kind of witness, I guess you could say,
Yeah.
because
Because to
nobody.
see somebody without a belly button is crazy.
Yeah. That I mean, that probably be the closest things to extraterrestrial that we got. Shit. So, definitely that. Uh, does that satisfy time period in place?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Second one would be definitely, I would say the future. I would say we are in 2024 right now.
Mhm.
I would say I would want to see the year probably 2300.
2300.
2300. Yeah. See, because I know, human civilization, I would think will still be around, what's
I was about to
that?
say, what if the world already blew up?
176 years, yeah, 176 years later.
You be in
Damn.
there like be in that mug like the last episode of Fresh Prince.
Like, just shit, you're like, all right.
Everybody, yeah.
Where at though? Where at? I would probably damn, I would say Omaha.
You gonna go to Omaha. Hey, go ahead, your number 3, man. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna leave that one alone, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, scratch that. You said I'm gonna travel to the future. I'm going to Omaha.
Nah, that might not be the best.
anywhere in the world, anywhere you want to go. You
Ooh,
said you're gonna go to
Omaha,
Omaha in the year 2300.
23. Maybe
Shout out to
yeah.
Omaha because Omaha is
I,
a dope
I
place.
I would at least try to get some video footage of it. But who's like maybe Japan or Dubai? I guess. I think
Dubai
Dubai.
would probably be crazy in 300
Yeah, I
years.
think Dubai would be just the rate they going now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dubai
that
and Japan too. You're right
yeah
about that though.
that'd
Japan
probably
too.
be the most futuristic type places.
Yeah.
I would imagine at least. So yeah,
I ain't gonna
Dubai.
knock you, bro. You can go to Omaha. That was just crazy that you said that because I'm like,
I
bro.
know.
But
My reasoning behind it was like I'm curious to see what it would be like in 20, but you
you'd be
know, uh,
lost.
yeah, I rather
Your high school probably won't exist no more.
it wouldn't.
Your house is gonna be gone. It's gonna be
Probably all of them. Yeah,
yeah.
probably wouldn't even be houses at that point.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be.
I don't know what it'd be, but all right, third place, time travel and for what or when and where.
hmm
Hmm. Probably industrial revolution or no, take that back. No, I would say the when there was like the like emperors and
Mm.
stuff like that, the Roman period, the
hmm
when they're emperors and you could find castles, knights and stuff like that. Not
That would be hard.
necessarily medieval, but yeah, back then because it's all I've always been interested in it.
Yeah.
Not to the point where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna look into the history, but like movies and stuff, it's always been cool to me.
Yeah.
Just that, and then Game of Thrones obviously kind of put that on the map. So I think it'll be interesting to where would I go for that?
I don't know. That's a cool time period though. Like
Yeah,
as far as history, like yeah,
Rome, maybe
it's
Roman Empire. Yeah,
Rome would probably be dope.
yep, that would
Yeah.
be cool.
Because I mean, you really can't lose. It's just kind of like depending on what culture you're more interested in.
Uh-huh.
Because
Yeah,
even if you went to like medieval England and you saw the castles or medieval like I don't know France or something like that, Roman Empire, like you said, is probably not more so medieval, but it's probably
yeah.
before that. But
Mhm.
I mean, Roman Empire would be phenomenal to go look at because of
Yep.
all the stuff that took place with them. But yeah, that would
Yeah.
be crazy.
Yep. You got some?
All mine are biblical, bro. Yeah,
Okay.
all mine are biblical. I have some that are not biblical, but I'll just do the top three. I'll do. Mine was Adam and Eve because that's
Okay.
to me that was a no brainer. Like when you said that, I was like, yeah, bro. I just want to see it. Like I don't want to like interact because I don't want to change nothing or mess
Right.
nothing up. I just want to
Exactly.
like
Just one.
see it, like just stand there and
Mhm.
just kind of watch and just see what's going on. Because, bro, that's got to be like wild to be like, oh, the first two people on the planet,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then as the Bible had it, like God was right there with them, like walking in the garden too. So I'm like, man, let me just see what's going on. But and then I want to see what this, how all the stuff took place. Because that seems like that'd be dope. So that there's a couple of other biblical things that I would want to see. Like I want to see what Jesus was doing because it seemed like he was on some like man I don't want to talk about it like it's like because it's I believe it clearly, but
Yeah.
I definitely would want to see Jesus in person, like to see him doing all the miracles and things like that.
Right. Right.
I mean, that just seems like that'd be. Side note, bro, I know it was like I know. And I don't mean to get into, but anyways, I know like, all right, it's prophecy for so like Jesus had to die on the cross and this, that, and the other, right? So I get that and I know that, but it was like it's messed up because I was thinking like, bro, if I'm following a guy, if I'm following Jesus, and I clearly see him doing all these miracles and stuff like that, and like, man, hey, he's living up to what he said, who he said he was. He said he was God in flesh, like
Mhm.
bro, I'm not turning you in. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? But I guess it's easier said than done in retrospect. But anyways, so first place is going to be uh Adam and Eve, seeing Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. I want to do that. I'll do two. Um, I like the pirate era. I like the pirate era.
Okay.
I want to see, in particular, I want to see Blackbeard because
Okay.
Blackbeard was dope to me, bro. Like the he he had branding before like that was like a
That's true.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
he was
bro,
known. He was viral.
yeah, they said he was tying fuses in his beard and lighting them and then all this smoke would come out. And so it'll make him look like even more intimidating. And
Mhm.
then
Okay.
he had six pistols. So he'd have them like three here, and then he had his like sword or whatever. So like he was just like this super intimidating, and then he would fly the flag and everything, but he was just like this super intimidating dude. So that would be the other. I just want to see that. Uh and then third, Hmm, man, the third one's tough because I don't really, I don't know. It would still be in the past. I don't really want to go to the future like that. Um, Although it would be dope though, because to kind of see some stuff to come. But nah, I'm gonna stick in the past. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to Egypt. I'm gonna go to Egypt. Uh, and I want to see the first pyramids being built.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because
That's
that's still something I want to see.
so you wanted to kind of see the mysteries,
Yeah,
the mysteries of the world.
and I want to know what their initial purpose was. Because supposedly they weren't like for burial purposes, even though
Yeah.
they were, but it was like I guess they had some other I don't know other purposes as well. So I want to see that's probably generic, but I want to see it.
I think those are. I think those pretty solid. I like the pirate Blackbeard. Yeah, Egypt. I thought about that. I thought about going to Egypt in the future as well. I
Oh,
just
yeah,
feel
that'd
like
probably be wild.
that would be, but I just think the pace Dubai is going, it would be interesting to go there. But yeah, okay. I think those solid choices. I would. I mean, both pirates and pyramids. I would go to that too.
Yeah, if like I said, if it's like realistically, all my stuff will be biblical. But if we're just gonna,
Yeah,
I want to expand it to
open it up to
open it up because, like I said, all mine would be Adam, the Garden of Eden with Adam and Eve. I want to see Moses and Jesus, all of them.
yeah,
Those would
yeah.
be the main ones. Oh, yeah, yeah, that'd be pretty much it.
Okay.
There's some other people I want to meet throughout the Bible as well, but those are my top three ish.
All
Adam
right.
and
All
Eve,
right.
Jesus and Moses. So yeah.
Okay.
uh,
And then you said
immortal.
mortal.
You're immortal. Um starting and let's just start now. You're immortal. Starting from today to the end of the earth as we know it. Like mankind doesn't exist anymore. That's gonna be your last day too. Okay. But you're gonna live through every single thing that happens in between that. All right.
Say that again. The end of
To the end of mankind.
mankind.
So
Okay.
if that means if it takes 1,000, 2,000 years before mankind is completely done, you're
Yeah.
gonna live
You're
to
gonna
that
live.
last. You're gonna be the last person to live. Like when the last person before you goes, you'll go after that. So,
Okay.
but you're gonna live from now to everything that happens in between. All right. So my question is, with that immortality, what you plan on doing? Because you don't know how long that's going to be. Mankind's going to be. It could be 10 years to 10,000 years.
Mm-hmm.
What you doing? What? Yeah, just give me some things that you would want to do and what you would want to be, where you would want to live.
Um, immortal. Can I get hurt or do my
Yeah,
appearance
you can
change?
still get hurt, but you'll never die though.
No.
So like if
So,
somebody were like to punch you, it would hurt. If you were to fall off of a building, it would hurt and you would break your bones, but you would never die. So you would still have to go through like all the human things of healing. You just never die from it.
that's less exciting.
Oh, you didn't want to get hurt?
No. Uh, uh,
Nah. You are still a human being. You just can't die. Like there's
can't
nothing that
die.
anybody can do to you that'll make you die. Like you would live through diseases and everything else.
So you said, what would I do?
Yeah, what would you be doing? Like, what would you have a career? Would you be focused on just experiencing life? Because all human elements still apply to you. You still need money,
Yeah, yeah,
um, but you don't necessarily have to eat because you're not going to die from starvation. You're not going to die from being thirsty.
right.
So, I mean, like all those things would just be superficial for you.
All right. I think I would I would figure out what I want to do. Get real good at that. So rather it be well, first off, I will live to enjoy life.
Hmm.
Um damn, that means I can be immortal and broke.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, you're still a human. You're not. You're not.
Yeah.
You're not. You don't have no
I'll
superpowers outside of you. You just can't die.
not dying. All right, I would
You're Deadpool. You're Deadpool.
all right. I would definitely definitely learn some talents that carry over into every era. So that would be what, like carpentry,
Mhm.
um textiles, maybe just material science, stuff like that, how
Mhm.
things are made. Definitely learn about all that. Get real good at probably snowboarding, board sports that I
Mhm.
enjoy. Immortal.
Yeah.
I might hop on the gear. I might hop on the gear if I was immortal. You know, take some steroids and stuff. You know, I might do
Hey.
that. Low key, that would be shoot.
Oh, because you can't die from it.
Yeah,
So
but I guess the effect still would hit me, so
yeah,
I
I
take that
mean,
back.
you'd probably still you'd still have like whatever health
Yeah,
issues
side
come with that.
effects.
You just never would die from it.
All right, I take that back then. Um,
Because it kind of keeps you honest that in that aspect because you
it
can
do
still
keep
hurt
you
yourself. You
honest.
just
Yeah,
can't
it
die from
do keep you real honest.
it.
But yeah, so the after effect would not be worth it for that.
Yeah, you'd be in some discomfort.
But yeah, so then I would start. So after I did everything that one, like everything I just named there,
Mhm.
I probably would start, doing side quests and shit. So like
Yeah.
looking at, kind of seeing how maybe other people have lived their life and like taking parts of other people's lives and like, hey, I want to kind of try to do that
Mhm.
and maybe like piecing stuff together like that, or maybe just trying to overall come up with a brand new invention, something
Mm.
brand new, something
Yeah.
really brand new that I know since I've been around that the world has not seen before. So,
Hmm.
but
That's
yeah,
legit.
um, I think we might have talked about this before, but like, would you get tired? I don't think everything I would do would be good. I mean, being a good person, have to spice it up a little bit. So maybe rob a bank.
You can still
No.
get shot, bro. You can still get shot and you can still be in the hospital. You're just not gonna die from it. And you
Yeah.
can also still get arrested. You know how they be giving people like 3, 4 life sentences?
Yeah.
So you can still go to prison for like 400 years
But
and be in there.
no, the who've handed down the sentence, they'll die.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah, but
pass.
you'll still be in
Um,
there though.
I know, but then they'll be like, what are these like who is this person? This can't be real. And they'll let you go. And then you'll have the stash of however many millions that you
Dog, somebody's gonna be like, hey, this dude right here, bro, I don't know. I've been here for 30 years. He's been the same age since he's came in.
yeah, that's true.
He was here before I got here.
Yeah.
And so then it'll be like, hey, just watch him, bro, because he owns
Hey,
something. It's something weird.
eventually they'll be like, what's his inmate number? One? Shit.
Right. You're like, hey, your sentence started in 2025, bro. We are in 2035 or
Yeah.
2335.
2335.
Yeah. It's like, no, hold
Maybe
on, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
it's unnamed. Too much math.
Yeah.
So all right. But yeah,
110 years.
I would shake it up a little bit. So
Little razzle dazzle.
razzle dazzle, might join the futuristic Kia boys or something like that for a hot minute. Yeah. So I don't know, bro.
This dude said, yeah, I might rob a bank. Like, yeah, okay. All right. Yeah. Because
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
but you're right though, because I do think that eventually, like if you're living for that long, you're gonna get bored. And it's
Yeah.
gonna be like that's why it's like I think God did the right thing by giving us the time frame that he gave us because you don't because now I think society wise we all say that time life is short, which I think you know most people would agree with. Life is short because you just never know what can happen, right? So
Absolutely.
I think it makes you really hone in on making the most of your time one way or the other. So but yeah, if you knew that you were going to live forever, I mean the incentive to do the right thing every single day is less and less because it's like
Yeah.
for what, like
For what?
what's going to happen.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yeah, but I guess nobody want to be, locked up or
I don't, not for
anything
no
like that.
500 years.
Yeah.
Even if I was living forever, like not
Yeah.
trying to be in prison.
Exactly. Trying to be living life. So
Mhm.
I guess in that sense, work maybe 100 years, build up the retirement 401k, do the investing, all that. Then you'll be able to retire. Well, you'll be able to stop working because you have all that money,
Yeah,
or you would think have all that built up. So I don't know. There's a lot. But immortality, I think it would suck, honestly. Like,
for sure.
the love, people you love, you see them pass and try to make new relationships and then see them pass. I think it would get old. Honestly, yeah, that's the simplest way to put it.
I was just thinking about that because I was like, being immortal, like I don't know if I'd want to get married and have kids because then
Mhm.
everybody's gonna pass and you gotta watch that over and
Yep.
over again.
Over and
Yeah,
over.
that'd be trash.
Yeah. And then if you're immortal, like how do you age? Like, do you
No,
go through cycles? Do you just look the same?
you look the
You
same.
look the same? And then I'm sure people will question you there. So you'll have to keep eventually moving, keeping on the move at least.
I only say that you'll look the same because um I was trying to play it out in my head. Like if you actually age, but you're just immortal, eventually you're going to slow down.
The age, yeah.
So
The
I
age
think
body still.
that would not that wouldn't because the part of the reason why we age is because of like just
But
things that
not
are going on biologically with us are not or things are dying off and things,
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
in that sense, you wouldn't be immortal if stuff inside of you is dying off. You know what I'm
Dying.
saying? The
Yeah.
idea of immortality is that's the only thing that would be a superpower in a sense is
Yeah.
that nothing in you is dying. You're
Yeah.
constantly alive. So
All right. Then I would want to be immortal at age 28.
age 28.
Yeah, that's my peak.
That's your you know what? Yeah. That was probably same for me, 28,
Yeah,
27,
I think
28.
we was getting it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
We
we
was
was in the
getting it.
same we was in the same,
Mhm.
you know, uh,
Yeah, heck yeah.
you
All
were
right.
different, you were doing competitions, I was just cosmetic.
Yeah, working, but
Yeah.
still, we was still getting it. All right. So if you were immortal,
Mhm.
what's the first thing you doing?
I just thought of this while you were going through yours as well, and because you had said something, I forgot, there was one thing that you said in particular that made me like, "Oh, I think I wanna do that." Oh, you said you were talking about learning, like, just learning different skills and things like that. I would wanna learn a martial art form and just keep learning it, learning it until I get to the point
Ooh.
to where I'm so cold. Once a year, I'm gonna hold a competition for for each country's best fighter. So every country in the world, how many ever that is,
Yeah.
we're gonna go. We're gonna go to the peak of a mountain. I want a smoke machine, and I want like a sail, like the sail games. I want the platform there, and it's gonna be at the top of a mountain. And I want each country's best fighter to come and fight me one on one every year. But it's gonna be at a point, so it'll probably be like 200 years after, because
Yeah.
I feel like I
After.
would have, been like I'm
Yeah.
the greatest fighter in the world, and I would just want to keep doing that. And so then from that point on, every year I'm just gonna keep like, hey,
Yeah. A master everything,
yeah,
every fighting technique,
yeah,
combat technique.
and I wanted to be televised too.
That'd be so. Everybody gonna see this.
Everybody gonna see me whoop all y'all. I'm whooping
That
everybody.
would be cool. Okay.
Yeah. And so I would do that. I would do that. Uh I definitely just travel. I want to travel to at that point. I just want to try to travel to, whenever before mankind ends, I want to travel to every single country. Maybe not
Fact.
every city or, every, town or whatever, but every country and try to get a good, and like live there for an extended period of time. So maybe like, 10, 20 years at a time I'm living in the spot and just
Mhm.
get a feel for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, and just enjoy that. Um, definitely like learn languages. Learn. I'm really I still want to learn like piano and guitar to this
Mhm.
day. So I'd probably spend time learning just mainly those two instruments, and then probably learn some other stuff too. But those would be the first two, like on my first few years of immortality, is learning those two instruments to the
Okay.
point where I'm just like creating some crazy good music. Um, and not even necessarily to be like a true musician, just because I like those instruments. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
So music, learn language, learn martial arts, so I can fight people. And travel.
What would you
Um,
do to support yourself?
yeah. So after year 200, it'll be the competition. You have to register for that. So each country would have to register their best fighter,
Uh,
and it'd be,
what's the
you
prize?
know,
What's the cash prize?
whatever the equivalent of $10,000 would be. Something reasonable. Something reasonable.
Reasonable. How
Yeah.
you gonna live off that then every year
I'm gonna be a
from the
monk.
registration?
I'm gonna be a monk.
Oh, okay.
I don't have to eat. I don't
Oh,
have
you
to
just
eat.
live up there
Hmm?
at the
Mhm.
mountain.
Yeah, that'll be after year 200. So by that point, I would have lived in so many different places. I probably would have, you know what I'm saying? So that would be my base. It'll be, I'll have like some type of like carved out cave that's lush or something like that. Maybe not a cave, but it'd be like, it'll be a.
Cave.
But look, this is what I'm saying. I don't have to eat. I don't have to drink. I don't have to sleep. So all that stuff would just be, superficial. I wouldn't need it. It wouldn't do anything for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe sleeping because I probably get sleepy. But I mean, being hungry and being thirsty and all that stuff is not gonna kill me. It's just gonna be uncomfortable. But I
And then
mean,
how long are you gonna live like that though? Like without
till I
that's
get
the
bored.
rest of your existence?
Till I get bored.
Oh, till you get bored, yeah.
Yeah. When I get
And
bored, then I'll come down off the mountain. Somebody else will take my place.
be the evil monk?
The evil monk? No, no,
Yeah.
no. I don't want to be evil.
Not
I
evil,
don't.
but, like first you top the mountain monk, and then you
Oh,
come down, and then you're just monk of the city. Well,
oh, just run through fighting people.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't do that, but I definitely wouldn't. I definitely would not discourage any physical conflict because
I
I know
wouldn't
I know
discourage.
I know you can't kill me, and so I would welcome it all on because at that point I'll just be living out these movies that I've been watching.
Yeah.
Um, maybe I mean like so I'd probably do something like that. I even play with the idea maybe I would like just be training really, really good and make it to the NBA at some point.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then make enough money from there and buy a team and then just, live off of that money and then do my monk thing,
That would be cool.
be like
I,
become one of the big
yeah.
billionaires.
I would see myself. Yeah, I could see myself eventually going off grid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I feel like that'll be peaceful at some point. Like I just be up there like reading books and, doing music,
Living off of the, the earth and water
doing this stuff right
generation.
here while like at
Concrete.
night, like right before the sun rises, like you got a shadow of me just.
Well, damn. Not Kung Fu Panda. What was that cartoon? It was I think it was Jackie Chan. I think that's where they had that
Oh,
silhouette over the That's
yeah.
what
Yeah,
that's what
yeah,
I
yeah.
immediately thought of. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, be something like that. I don't know. I just feel like that'd be fun, man. But I know that I would want companionship and I'd want kids, but it just kind of makes me like, but I don't want to be immortal with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Would you do it? Well, yeah. Clearly, you don't want to talk like that. But would you do it? Do you think you would try it once or twice, 3 times? Do you think you would have a limit and then be like, I'm done with it? Or
I'd probably
is
do
it
it at
one
least
and done?
once.
Okay.
Probably do it at least once, and then like, because I think about it like this too, like, and I know how I am, and you know, once I've done that, I probably wouldn't want to after that because I'm like, man, like, I got deep emotions, so like I'm connected to my family. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's yeah.
this is it for me.
Mhm,
I don't
mhm.
want to do anything outside of my family. So and I would be the same way in immortality. I feel like just because that's just where my head is at. Like, so in that situation, I probably wouldn't do anything after that. So that'd
Yeah,
probably be in the first 200 years.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. All right. A 200-year plan.
I have great
Okay.
great 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 grandkids. Them like, yeah, y'all know that dude y'all be fighting every year. That's my
Yeah,
great 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 grandpa.
yeah.
We don't talk to him.
Blood right there.
That's my blood. Oh, so
Yeah.
you can fight too? Nah,
No.
nah, he don't train us. He don't train us. So
Oh,
yeah,
that'll
that'd
be
probably be my thing.
all right. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
Sitting on top
You're
of a mountain and fighting people every year is probably the most exciting part of that story for me.
That'd be pretty top notch. Can't even lie. Yeah.
They're
As
gonna
long
talk
as
about me in schools.
you not eating though. I'll be eating good. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying I don't have to eat. So that's why I'm like, I wouldn't be concerned with it because it's like, yeah,
Oh, it's
you
not
know,
a necessity. It's
yeah,
a luxury.
yeah, I'll come down and try the delicacies, each each generation, each era will have its new thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure pizza wasn't around in the 1500s, you know.
Yeah, right.
So, so I imagine like I love pizza, so I imagine like there would be something greater than that at some point, in the future. And I'd be like, "Oh yeah, yeah."
I was about to pizza to pies. Yeah, everything in the future is going to be little pills,
Little pills.
nutrition pills.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so if at that point, I'll just starve.
I would too.
Get that, bro. I'm not messing with that.
Yeah, I need that. I need
Mm,
something to enjoy,
for sure.
but
For
maybe it
sure.
will give you the sensation of
It
eating
has
a
to have the
protein.
taste. Has to say I don't
You
really
need
eat
to
for
taste
taste, but if I'm only eating because I don't need the sustenance from it, because now I eat for sustenance. I do enjoy taste, but it's not a prerequisite for me to eat.
it. I do.
So
That's how I've been eating for the longest. So
what?
yeah,
Just
I
for
understand.
sustenance? Yeah, yeah. If it's just for just enjoyment, then yeah, I obviously would want the taste to be great because
Yeah,
I even say now, like, if I didn't have to eat, I probably wouldn't because I really don't. I don't be caring like that. I just eat because I have to. So I'm gonna eat things that I like. But if it's if it doesn't taste great, I don't care as long as I get full. It's really odd. It's really odd. Just kind of like I go about it. I don't really care that much. I do have meals that are my favorite meals, but it's not like for me. It's not like, oh man, I'm not eating anything if I can't have it this particular way. Like you can mess my order
right.
up. I'm still gonna eat the food. You know?
Yeah, I
So
I'll send it back. They won't fix my food, but yeah, I feel you.
yeah.
I
Only way I'll send it back is if I just didn't get any of my order right. Like if it's a completely random order, then I'm yeah, all right, nah, just but like if I'm missing something, like I go to Whataburger. Sometimes they don't be having like I ask for onion rings, they don't put onion rings, and I'm gonna go in there and get my onion rings. But if like I ordered a burger and they didn't put something, there was something they didn't put on my burger. I forgot what it was, but I didn't trip. I was like, yeah, it's what it is. I'm gonna eat it still. So
mm, mm, okay. Well,
yeah.
shit. Um, I was going to say I've essentially been eating the. I was looking at Mudbug's pictures, so that
Oh.
got me. Um, I've been essentially eating the same thing, and it tastes. I would say it tastes good. Even though I've been eating the same thing.
Yeah,
I don't necessarily eat for. I can't say I don't eat for taste, but I would rather it tastes good, and it tastes good for me. Like I haven't gotten tired of it.
right.
That's the kind of the bar for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I get tired of it, I guess I have to find something new. But until then, I've been going. I don't want to expose myself, but it's been like 3, 4 years strong. Same type of stuff. So
But I mean, if that's what works, if that's what works for you, because also you got to take into account like what type of diet you're trying to have and what you're doing.
yeah,
And what you need. So I mean, then eventually you grow accustomed to something that, like you said, you just start liking the taste of it anyway.
yeah,
So it's like, why change it? You know what I mean? Because if
exactly.
if it wasn't a health risk, I could eat pizza every day and not have a problem. I've already done it before. So
It's Little Caesars,
yeah.
I'm ready.
Little Caesars, if you out there watching, trust me, I am your biggest supporter. I
Pizza,
got
pizza.
I got a little money now, and I'll still eat Little Caesars with no problem.
Oh, no problem. Little
I
Caesars, pizza.
pizza. I don't have a single problem with you. I don't care about the people that do bash y'all. Y'all good with me. So,
Hey, y'all fed me some nights, so
bruh,
it
they
is what
fed
it
me
is.
for a whole 2 years almost.
Well, shoot, get
They
it.
they gonna forever be good in my book.
You need to come with the sponsorship then.
Yep. Pizza.
Pizza. All
All
right.
right, let's get to this. This
Ricky game.
Yeah, let's get to this wiki game. Saint Germain, what we going to today, man? I know last week we struggled.
Last week was crazy, so I'm gonna let you pick something easy.
Nah, you pick because I think I did that one, and I was like, I
What were
did.
we going to last week?
We went to we were trying to go to that Trevor. What's his name? Is it
Oh
Travis?
yeah, yeah. All right, yeah, that was wild.
I forgot his name. Yeah,
Yeah, me too. Already, that's crazy. Saint Germain.
Count Saint Germain. Let's
Yeah,
go to. What do you want to go to?
excuse me. Count Saint Germain. Kiwi fruit.
Kiwi fruit. Let's do it. What's the wiki page for that? Just kiwi.
Just kiwi.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, it looks like this. Let me show you. Because maybe there is a specific. It looks like this.
Nope, that's not the right one.
Okay. Which one you got? Kiwi fruit. Okay.
And it actually has the kiwis.
Oh, bet. All right. Kiwi fruit. Bet. Let's do that. All right. Count of Saint Germain to kiwi fruit. 3, 2, 1, go. Where do they originate?
Saint Germain.
No, the kiwi fruit.
No, well, kiwi. If
Where's
you don't, yeah, I'm not going to tell you.
Where's the kiwi from?
There's two places.
Where? Do you know?
Actually, I don't know.
Um,
I'm guessing from the name, but I don't even think that would help.
kiwi. What is that? How does that? Oh, I wonder where this is at. Mm. Uh.
Saint Germain doesn't have too many different type
Nope.
of rules, does he?
Nope. Uh. I'm trying to. Let's see. Nope.
I think I got an idea.
Um. All right. I think I might have a play here.
What's your play?
Well, I don't know if I can tell you. Don't know if I can tell you. Just know I might have a play. Maybe.
Okay, I think I might have one.
No, you don't. Okay. Oh, wait. No. Dang it. Where do I want to go?
Oh, what the hell?
Let's do this. What happened?
I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna just go for it. I
Go
think.
for it. I think almost we're at the end. I'm about to win.
Don't tell her almost, because last week it was almost.
Nah, but this one I got a real good got a good little start on.
How you do?
Yeah, for sure. Just need to figure out. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for.
Trade and services. Oh.
Is that what you're looking for right there?
Yeah.
Is that what you're looking for? Yeah. Told you I gotta play, boy. I gotta play.
Man. Okay. I applaud you.
Yeah, you ain't got no choice but to applaud me, man.
I wasn't. Yeah. I was in processed food, so
yeah. I don't know why you was there. This is the route.
This is a fruit.
Kiwi fruit, plant, succulent plant, Nambia.
Yeah.
German language. Oh, shoot. Transylvania. Count of Saint Germain.
All right, I saw Transylvania on there, but I don't get how you got from German to Nambia.
So German language, I guess that's one of the languages they speak there. Yeah, it says as well as a recognized national language in Nambia.
Okay.
Hey man, you gotta take your shot sometime, man.
All right, that's fair. That was a good one.
Yeah, man. We're getting back into the swing of it, you know.
Yeah. Who won last week?
Nobody. We quit.
So, all right, so you up.
We're gonna revisit that one though. Yeah. We're gonna get back to that because that one was tough.
Yeah.
That was tough. Yeah. But I was gonna try it after we got off, but I didn't. But anyway. But yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. But yeah. But Rick, you got anything for them before we sign out?
Nah, bro. I ain't got nothing.
We'll be back with Rick's picks in the coming weeks at some point.
Yeah.
We'll probably have a live episode too, maybe.
Yeah, a live episode probably coming up.
Yeah.
What's today? The 9th.
Yeah.
The 19th.
Maybe
it'll be coming up soon.
Yeah.
Probably plan for that. So,
well, we appreciate y'all joining back in again. This is the Rick and Jordy podcast, and I'm one half of your host, Jordy.
And I'm half your host, Rick.
And we'll catch y'all next week. Peace.